Wow, never have we seen a more unexcited. You got to clap better than that. Have you ever been to a game show before? You're still not clapping. You're slapping your knees. I need you to put your beverage down and clap your hands.
If you're not excited, you will be escorted off the premises.
Yeah, that's right. Tyler will come down from the booth. Give it up for my man Tyler Mesnerich in the booth. My George Gray to the Drew Carey or Bob Barker. Which one do we like better?
Oh, I'll take George Gray. I'll take George Gray.
George Gray.
You can call me God, too.
Yeah, that's God in the booth, everybody. He is the only God you respect in this show. There are no other gods, and wrong. It's a Fucked Up Game Show. Welcome. Thanks so much for coming. I'm your host. The premise of this show, it's a Fucked Up Game Show with comics getting dark, dirty, uncomfortable, and turning into laughs. So I ask you, as the intense music from the hit movie Uncut Gems starts to burn itself into your ears, are you ready to laugh at dark things? Are you ready to laugh at stuff, people saying mean things? Are you ready to maybe make fun of people who do bad on the stage and boo them? Let me hear you boo right now. Here, let's get a boo. All right, fuck that. Let's get a cheer for our comics coming to the stage right now. That was horrible. The boo was so much better, which I guess is probably fine on the show. All right, let's bring out our comics, folks. First of all, we have a wonderful Southern gentleman who just got back from tour. Make some noise for John Michael Bond, everybody.
John Michael Bond!
There's a door. They moved this door to right on the stage. I didn't confer with anybody before. The door is another surprise. John Michael Bond, everybody. Wonderful roaster, wonderful comic. I'm very excited to have him on. Along with our next comic, she is the host of Long Story Long on SiriusXM. One of the Jeff Jeffries' most prominent openers. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, fuck it. Who cares? Lisa Curry, everybody.
Lisa Curry.
I called you most prominent. That seems... There we go. Jim's favorite. See, there we go. I like favorite better than prominent. Then finally, we have a guy who, on this show full of nobodies, still has less credits than all three of us combined. Joe Abousakher. Make some noise for Joe.
Joe Abousakher.
I already like that Joe came out through the other door. Very exciting. All right. Welcome to Wrong, everybody. We got some great comics. You don't have to clap. I didn't beg you to clap this time. Don't worry. Here's how this show works. We've got a couple rounds of comedy jokes and stuff happening, especially our first round right now, which is full of jokes. Let's kill that music. We don't need my weird choices. We're about to hear Adam Sandler begging to get out of a car in a minute. Let's get to know our comedians with some first impressions. Our first round. There we go. First impressions. Welcome, folks. You came just in time. We barely did anything for the show yet. These guys, they're going to come up here and they're going to tell you their darkest jokes, their darkest material. What that means, I don't know. I left it open-ended, and they got about 4 to 5 minutes to figure it out. So I'm very excited to see what they have. First up, let's make some noise for John Michael Bond, everybody.
John Michael Bond!
Great choice of music. It's always nice to come up to like a remix of a Panic Attack. Great job. Jesus Christ, that felt like being 5 in a school shooting. All right. It's America. I'm trying to bring the numbers down. Okay, never mind. Hi, guys. How are you doing? I don't have a lot of dark jokes, so why not just riff about death up top? I know that I look fat. It's fine. Which is why it hurt my feelings when my dad asked, son, do you think you'd ever do heroin? Yeah. My dad just straight up asked me to my face. He was like, son, do you think you'd ever do heroin? You know? And I was like, maybe, which was the wrong answer, you know? But I don't know how bad life's gonna get or how fucking good jazz could be, you know? Like, maybe I'm gonna need it someday. On a slightly darker note, I do know that I'm sexy. I've been sexy since I was a little kid. I know that. Thank you. I know that because when I was 11 years old, the lifeguard at my neighborhood pool tried to fuck me. Yeah. And, like, I want to be clear, he was romantic. There was no van involved. He gave me a computer disk that was full of child pornography, or as I thought of it at the age of 11, age-appropriate pornography. if you if you're uncomfortable with that joke, go fuck yourself. I'm the victim. Yeah. So yeah, he gave it to me, and he was like, "Here you go." It was a little computer disk, and I was like, "Is it Doom?" And he was like, "Figuratively." And I went home and I put it in my computer, and I didn't know what to do. Like I was like, this is horrifying, because I had only seen a naked person one other time in my life. It was the year prior when I had accidentally downloaded this thing on the computer, and it caused a bunch of porn pop-ups to come up on the computer, and I saw a vagina for the first time, and I just thought I had broken Windows, you know? I was like, that's not human. Mom, you know? And my mom came in, and she did what all good Baptist women would do in a situation like that. She yelled at me and taped a paper towel over the computer screen. That's right, because fuck a teachable moment. Porn can't get through a paper towel the way a witch can't cross a bridge over covered water. So there I am a year later, staring at this horrible, horrible sight, completely unprepared for the moment. So what I did is I took it out of my computer, I hid it under my bed, and I didn't tell anybody about it. Happy ending to this story. Wait. That guy was not a quitter. And I want to be clear, this was a computer disc. It wasn't like a CD-ROM. I'm old, okay? It was a computer disc, okay? There wasn't a lot of space on it, okay? He only could put 10 images on that. I don't know if you guys have ever made a mixtape, but how stressful. So I hid it under my bed. This guy, not a quitter, 2 or 3 weeks later, hits up my brother. He's 4 years older. I guess there weren't a lot of people in the community to date. And he hit up my brother. Thank you. My brother told my parents, that guy's in jail today. No one got fingered. Happy ending to the story. Breathe. Yeah. And I tell you that not to belittle what happened to me or any other victim or anything like that. I just want you to know that when I was 11 years old, I wasn't no fucking snitch. I could keep a secret, okay? I told that joke in front of my dad once, and I was concerned about how he would respond to it. And after the show, I was like, "Hey, Dad, how'd you like that joke about the lifeguard?" And he was like, "Oh, son, I loved it. I don't know if you know this or not, but you and your brother are the first recorded cyber sex crime in Chattanooga, Tennessee history." Does anyone else have a dad like that? Who's fucking proud of everything you've ever done, you know? If I die driving home from the show tonight, he's going to be like, he rolled that car 25 miles. He was thrown 300 feet. Cops swear it's some kind of record. My name is John Michael. Thanks.
John Michael Bond,
John Michael
everybody!
Bond!
Child pornography mixtape. That goes hard. All right. Let's hear from our next comic, Lisa Curry. Make some noise for Lisa,
Lisa
everybody.
Curry!
Guys, my dad isn't proud of anything I do, which is why I have a career. So thanks, Dad. I'm sorry, I don't have very dark material. I wasn't molested or anything as a kid. My parents loved me and took care of me. Anyway. Groomed. Well, you know what? Actually, when you put it that way, hold on, I'm going through the Rolodex. Anyway, this is gonna be as dark as it gets. I'm sorry, folks. I love the environment a lot. I know that's like corny, right? Which is it's it's futile. I don't know why we're really doing anything anymore. Like I try. I do all the things you're supposed to do. I recycle as much as possible, which is never, because it's like, what am I fucking? I'm a garbage man or something? No. I don't think so. That's somebody else's problem. I eat paper straws. Like, none of us are drinking out of them, right? I was at a restaurant actually the other day. This has nothing to do with my set. I was at a restaurant the other day, and they gave us pasta straws. Halfway through the water, I just had cooked pasta in my. I was like, this isn't what I wanted. They did charge me more though. I've been in LA for 20 years now, and every year the governor's like, we're in a drought this year. We're in such a serious drought. I'm like, I think that the state is just a drought. I think that that's what this is. I don't think we're in a drought. But I love, by the way, that the solution is always, it's never like rich people need to stop, watering their lawns. It's always like, oh, hey, poors, have you tried pissing in your toilet 15 times before you flush it? And I'm like, okay, I'll save the earth. I'll do that. Now I just have a hot cauldron of piss in my house at all times. That's just how I'm living. Like some kind of piss witch. Like I can't. Like, things aren't going well if you can't let people in the house until you flush the toilet, you know? Just cooking it. Big fan of soup. I was reading this article the other day about the Pacific Garbage Patch, which, if you guys aren't familiar, humongous patch of trash, floating out in the ocean. And these scientists are so concerned. They want to get it all out. They've started, scooping it out bit by bit. They're, so proud of themselves. We're like, we got 30 pounds or whatever they have. The patch is twice the size of Texas. It's over. It's done, And they're like, we're going to scoop it out over the next 4,000 years. That would be like if the governor was like, everybody grab a handful of California. We're just going to move it over a little bit. That makes equal sense. Also, I don't get, these scientists are so concerned about getting it out of the water and bringing it up on land. It's like, hey, guys, if I wanted the trash near me, I wouldn't have thrown it in the water in the first place. Get a fucking clue, It's like, also, why are we calling it a patch anyway? It's not a patch at this point. A patch is what your grandpa has to move off the hole in his throat so he could smoke out of it, This thing is an island. We should treat it as such. Just throw some dirt on it, stick a flag in it, start sending people there. That's what we should do. Game over. Why are we trying to get it out of the fucking water? We could incentivize it, start sending people there we don't like anymore. But tell them it's island living. You don't want to vaccinate your kids? No problem. We've got a place for you to live. Child molesters. I'm gesturing to John, by the way, not John's story. Child molesters. We've got a place for you to live. And we can put those two groups together because those kids aren't going to live long anyway, guys. So that's it for me. I'm Lisa. Thanks.
Lisa Curry! Just when I thought it was just going to be existential dread the whole time, we bring in the child molesters, really hammer it home. All right. I appreciate it. Somebody was snapping during that set, too. Nice. I feel like it's not a fucking poetry reading, all right? We already had two people talk about fucking kids, all right? We might have somebody else. Nobody snaps for fucking kids. Grooming. Thank you. I want to be sensitive. I want to make sure we get it right. All right, finally, we have our final comic. Make some noise for Joe Abousakher, everybody.
Joe Abousakher.
God, let's go dark, I guess. You guys big fans of suicide? Anyone? Good Lord. You know what? I just don't like whenever someone brings up suicide. People are always like, you can't talk about suicide. If you have any thoughts of suicide, it's a horrible thing. Listen, we all wake up on Monday, all right? We all wake up on Monday and think about it, right? Let me explain something. If you never have thoughts of suicide, ever, kill yourself. Who do you think you are? Think you're better than me? Boy, I'm also from Tennessee. I'm from the South. Grew up on a farm. Did you grow up on a farm? No? Fucking loser. I grew up on a sheep farm. I'm a sheep farmer. I was a sheep farmer my whole life. Right? Oh, is that funny? Why is that funny? What's the stereotype about sheep farmers? You don't know? All right.
It's that they fuck sheep.
Yeah, fuck you. How about that? All right? I didn't like it. I didn't like that stereotype. It always came from cow farmers and pig farmers. It's like, you know what? It sounds like you just think my sheep are hot. That's all it sounds like. Sorry, the moo cow ain't doing it for you. It's like, oh, what do you sleep with your sheep? What do you sleep with? Honestly, didn't get a lot of sleeping done. You know what I'm talking about. Fucking. The worst part about it is, they make latex condoms and then they have sheepskin condoms. I'm one of those people that has to use a sheepskin condom. Yeah. I'm not allergic to latex. I just like to remember my first time. You know what I'm talking about?
There you
go,
yeah,
buddy. Dude. Fucking sheep. Let's do it. All right. I live with a 15-year-old girl. She's my kid. Sorry. I'm not one of those comics. Live with her. She's a 15-year-old girl, man. 15-year-old girls. You were 15-year-olds, right? One time? Can I ask you a question? Where'd you get the nerve? Just mean. Just super mean. I cry myself to sleep every night. Even when she thinks she's being nice. I went out for my anniversary, had a suit on. She was like, "Oh, you look like a Men's Warehouse model." Just say model. Why do we have to bring discounts into this? Man, I'm a stepdad too. You know, I'm an adoptive dad. You know, I came in when I was 23. By the way, I say that to my degenerate friends. They're always like, "Oh, you didn't have your 20s. You didn't get to do any crazy rock star shit in your 20s. You didn't go wild." It's like I adopted a human when I was 23. Do you know how irresponsible that is? You know how fucking metal that is? Oh, would you go to Coachella and trip acid and wonder if you'll ever exit the trip? I'm still in my trip the rest of my life. I'm stuck here. Stepdads, by the way, stepparents, we're better. We're better at parenting. Also, you guys have ruined porn for me. All right, I can't go online. Well, it's disgusting. Stepparents were better, all right? Cinderella's stepmom wasn't evil. That was a tired woman. God bless that woman. All right, no Cinderella. You can't go to a government official's house at midnight. You're 14. That's a pedophile. Get your ass in the house. It's not a fairy godmother. That's Ghislaine Maxwell grooming you. What are you doing? Leave you guys with this. Being a dad changes you, all right? It changes the thoughts that you have, you know. Like, it's no coincidence that your parents are out of touch. You push them out of touch, all right, over time. Like, I believe things I didn't think I would believe before. Like, I'll say this, and I'm probably going to have to leave after this because you guys are going to hate me. I'm no longer pro-choice. Can't be pro-choice. Yeah, I said that in Alabama. Got elected, by the way. I'm the governor of Alabama. No, like I said, I sacrificed my whole 20s to raise this kid. My wife had her when she was 17, so she sacrificed some of her childhood to raise this kid into teenage years. So if in a couple years when she's 17, she comes to me and she's like, "Dad, I'm pregnant." I'm sorry, folks, but she's getting an abortion. Choice? I don't care what the Supreme Court says. I'll kill that fucking thing myself, all right? Get your ass in the car, young lady. We're going to the abortion store right now. All right? Listen, I'm not raising someone else's kid again. I'm not going out like that. Guys, thanks so much for having me.
Joe Abousakher. Nice, we're in sync, Tyler. I appreciate, wow, 3 people talking about child pedophiles as opposed to adult pedophiles. I don't know what we're going on here. I wish you were a goat farmer, because then you could have talked about fucking kids and it would have been the goats instead. Then we really tight. All right, nobody gave a shit about it then. Nobody gave a shit about it now. All right, let's give out some points. God, that's actually this is a tough round. You guys made it tough on me. I'm going to say I do think John Michael Bond gets the top prize, and I'm going to give him 300 points for that.
300 points. Wow.
Honestly, it's kind of for me, it's kind of a toss-up between Lisa and Joe in terms of because Lisa was going real existential crisis mode, and Joe, I just feel like his life is just collapsing around his ears. Ooh, I mean, they're on board. They did not give a fuck about people having sex with sheep, but killing the Earth, the Pacific garbage patch. You can't overpopulate the Earth if you impregnate sheep, all right? Right? They don't buy it. Okay. They're buying what Lisa's selling. Lisa, you're getting 200 points. Joe gets 100 points, but it's okay because there's always a chance to come back, especially when you enter the Discomfort Zone. All right. Hey, here we go. Welcome. All right. Here's how this round works. So each of them, they are going to come up here to the microphone, and they're going to have a question posed to them. You can get an easy question or a hard question. Now, the easy question, you don't get a whole lot of points, but it's fun. And the hard question, you're going to get a lot of points. Depending on how well you answer these questions, you can get a lot of points. Now, these questions are not good questions. These are hard. These are uncomfortable. They're supposed to put them in weird situations to the point where Tyler and I tailored all of the questions individually. We wrote 12 questions, and we pared it down to 6. That's how much we care about you 3, all right? So we're going to do it right now. Let's see the Discomfort Zone. Our current first place, John Michael Bond, you are now in the Discomfort Zone. Let me see if I can get this door to stay closed. Nope. That's a big no.
All right. Is it going to be on the screen?
It will. Do you want the easy question or the hard question?
Give me the hard question.
Hard question. Okay. This is a tough one. All right, so for background, John Michael
fuck
Bond
you.
had an eating disorder. Eating disorder person here. Would you rather eat 3 square meals a day, but you have to explain the plot to Hamilton to everyone within 10 feet of you before every meal, or you can only eat snacks, but you have to be sweaty in order to chew?
Okay, a handful of problems. Your first question supposes that I've cured my eating disorder. So like 3 square meals a day, fuck that. Also, I hate Hamilton. I also mostly eat snacks and am already sweaty. This is not a hard question.
All right, fine. Change
This
to the
is
easy
there- I
question.
apologize. It's not cheating to ask me if I want to be who I was before I came here.
I blame Tyler entirely for this one. Tyler wrote this question. I should not have trusted you, Tyler.
you should have searched my Twitter for Hamilton. Fuck that show.
You
All right.
swindled me. All right, let's do the easy question for John Michael Bond instead.
I'm so sorry.
Pointless. It's fine. All right, this one. I mean, it's not as fun, but it's fun. Fuck, marry, kill. Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Marco Rubio.
I would marry Marco Rubio. He has the most life left. I want to take it all slowly. Okay, this next one is a lot harder. I would not fuck Lindsey Graham. Well, okay. Yeah, I would fuck Lindsey. Shit. Okay. I would kill Lindsey Graham because Lindsey Graham would love to be fucked by a guy like me. Okay, that's
Absolutely
100%.
he would.
Are you shitting me? This is pure Tennessee fucking grade A beef.
Lady G would be all about what John Michael Bond is throwing
But
down.
also, I feel like killing Mitch McConnell, like, if I fuck Mitch McConnell, I'm gonna kill Mitch McConnell. Okay, like you breathe on him and he gets those old people bruises that, like, you know the old people where like you bumped into your Nana once and now she's got that blob that just floats purple and sad. I feel like if I fucked Mitch McConnell, he would bleed so much out. No, he wouldn't bleed out of the ass. He would bleed internally. His whole bottom would swell with all the blood, and the rest, it would rush down to. I'm just saying,
quite
liver
an
spots
image.
McConnell, I could fucking kill. I could fuck and kill him.
I mean,
That's
Yes.
true. It's true.
That's true.
But again,
Somebody fucked his hands. That's
feel
why his
like-
hands were black.
I understand that I'm married, but that's just because you're doubting my stroke game. I could take him out. Marry Marco Rubio, kill Lindsey Graham, fuck Mitch McConnell.
I think that's a solid answer from John Michael Bond. I'm gonna give you get full points. You're gonna get the hard question points for that. That's a full 300 points.
300 points.
And I will say, this feels like the most Air Bud the show has ever felt because there's no rule in Fuck, Marry, Kill that says you can't fuck somebody to death. Should have thought about that.
True.
Yeah. Did you have something to say, Tyler, or are you going to fuck up the show again?
No, I'm just excited that he's going to fuck Mitch McConnell to death. You should film it. Put it on YouTube.
Yeah! Fuck Mitch McConnell to death. Fuck Mitch McConnell to death. Okay, we can't get this crowd on board with anything. All right. Let's get up our second person into the Discomfort Zone. Lisa Curry. Lisa,
Lisa
you are
Curry.
now in the Discomfort Zone. You're in second place, so
I'm so nervous, but I will take the hard question.
there you go. I like the hard question.
Did I do the wrong thing?
Take it.
Okay, wait.
Hard question. Oh, yeah. All right. So, Lisa, you have just won the election to be the new president of the NRA. What is your acceptance speech?
Wait, am I at the NRA when I win the
You
where
are
are
holding
they?
a gun, addressing the NRA.
Yes. You're Charlton Hestoning it. You're double wielding. You're
Oh,
ready to go. You
this
have
is-
won.
This feels like an easy question.
No, because
Are
you
you
get
sure?
this is not you. This is not Lisa Curry as she stands tweeting 70 times a day about the Uvalde shooting and how heinous it was. This is Lisa
I
Curry.
would never say such a thing was heinous.
Who-
There is a
There
sniper.
we go.
I'm not having kids. Why do I don't want other ones around. I
I see the switch already turned.
But here's why this feels easy. This is a great way to be like, thanks so much, and then just blow everyone away. You just kill everyone at the end, then we're done.
All
with
right,
the
fine.
NRA,
We're gonna switch to
right?
the other question then. Fine.
That's Jay's fault.
That's my fault. I will own that one. I don't know how this one's gonna be. Tyler wrote this one. We already have Tyler's 0 for 1 on Discomfort Zone questions. Would you rather have the world be full of cute dogs, like everywhere at all times, that you can look at but never pet, or a world with an enormous amount of dogs, but you perpetually have dog shit on your shoes? See, this isn't even like an uncomfortable question.
See, yeah,
This is a fun thought experiment, Tyler.
I mean, Jay, I did say you could rewrite these and you put them in a slide. So we do share responsibility.
What are the 6 you cut? What's better, pie or cake? Is that like one of them? Because I'm going 1 because I assume the more dogs, the fewer people. Just like, space-wise, there has to be. Plus, I'm gonna kill so many people with the NRA thing.
Yeah.
And I don't care if I don't want to touch everybody's. I'm not one of those people. I want to touch everybody's dog. Your dog fucking smells like shit. Okay, I bathe my dog. Or dog shit on your shoes perpetually. I'm going more dogs.
She's going more dogs. Do we like more dogs?
Easy question.
More dogs, less people.
Is there a third question you want me to answer?
No. I'm going to give you, tell you what, Lisa, you're going to get 3, you're going to get also, I feel like I got to give you some of my points. I'm going to take 100 points away from myself and give them to you. So I'm at negative 100. And Lisa is going to also get 300 for answering both questions quite well. Lisa, 400 points total. All right, Joe, you are in the hole. And you got
after seeing those questions, I know Tyler just put all the time into making a personal attack. So just give me the hard one, and I'm sure it's going to be terrible.
All right, you set yourself up for this one.
What is it?
The hard question for Joe is, have you ever in your life watched
There we
stepdad
go.
pornography? Don't you fucking lie, Joe.
Of course I have. It's impossible not to. You fucking animals, that's all you watch. That's all. Top 1,000. Pull out your phones right now. Top 1,999 is going to be step porn. And then the last one's just going to be fingering a dude by like an animal of some sort, you know? There's going to be animal porn
What
in there.
animals have fingers that can finger a dude?
Well, hooves,
Hey,
because
Joe,
it's sheep, obviously.
not
That's what
everybody-
it was me. That was me upvoting that one animal thing.
Tyler?
I was just going to say, not everybody fingers animals, but then he just said it himself. You weirdo.
Yeah, weirdo.
Good one, Ty. Yeah.
Here,
Jay,
I'm gonna.
You know what? Give me
Jay,
another
give
one.
him the
Give
other
me
question.
what was
Let's
your
give him the other
second one
question.
that was a personal attack?
Joe
what was
Carl
this?
Abousakher, man of Saudi Arabian heritage. Would you rather be one of the September 11th hijackers or be part of the Jamal Khashoggi murder squad?
You got to choose.
This is tough. This is the easy
This
question.
this is honestly a better question. This is a thinker, to be quite frank. All right. September 11th, I'm dying. Jamal, I'm looking pretty fucking cool, to be honest with you. I get to chop up a guy? All right.
Wait, Lisa's got a question.
Right. I think I gotta go Jamal. All right.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, think of the virgins. Think of the virgins you're missing out on.
Yeah, but are they my step versions though? And are they sheep or goats? Fuck you guys. Quite frankly, fuck.
Joe Carl Abousakher,
Joe
everybody.
Carl.
Oh my God, that was
Contentious.
contentious. I don't know, audience. How do we feel? Because Joe only answered one of the questions. The other question, he was just kind of he yelled a lot about. You did answer it, but you didn't answer it. I'm just trying to give him shit. Audience, what do we think of Joe's answer? Do we feel like Joe deserves 300 points? What about 400 points? I don't know why I'm doing the applause meter like this.
I think we should donate his points to the victims of Flight 93.
All right, so Joe's going to get, let's see, 200 points minus 93. So he's going to get 107 points plus another 100 points. All right, 207 points. Joe Carl still in third place, but you know what? You're coming back for it, bud. We're going to be back with more wrong after a word from our sponsor.
You've got this. You're ready to seize the day. You're feeling great. You're in the moment. You're saying yes to your potential. You're unstoppable. You're in pain. 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 You're 35. Everything hurts now.
That's a word from our sponsor, Turning 35. Thank you so much, sponsors. All right, folks. We are now in our third round. This is the roast round. And it looks like Tyler, I think Joe still is in third place, even though he's inching his way to
Yes.
the top. Still in third place. And our correct me if I'm wrong, Joe and Lisa are tied?
No, Lisa has 500 points, and John has 600 points. He's in the lead.
Wait, I gave her 400. I gave her 100 of my points.
Yeah, you did. But she only got 200 in the first round, so that's 500. I do the math up here, Jay. Yeah, trust me.
I thought, who cares? Anyway, Joe's still in last place. So Joe is going to be the center of attention for the roast round. While John, Michael, and Lisa, y'all come to the sides. Each of you come get a microphone. The way this works, folks, is that I have asked these three to write roast jokes about each other. They're going to start roasting Joe. Joe does have a chance to come out of this and make his way into the final round, but this is his last chance. I like how everybody's sitting down. You don't have to sit down, guys.
Oh.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm 35, so.
I like the height difference here.
All right, Lisa, John, Michael, which one of you wants to go first?
Listen, I'll just go because he's been going first. I'm way out of practice writing roast jokes. This is just not even a joke. This is just me saying my life is dope, and I've been working a lot on my own comedy, so I haven't had to write a roast joke in a long time, so I don't have any. Props me. That's it. But I feel bad honestly because Joe probably had a lot of time to write roast jokes. So I'm sorry.
John,
Mhm.
Michael, that's it, Joe.
Joe looks like if Pinocchio was turned into a real boy in West Hollywood. He's all smooth and hollow. All right, let's see. Joe looks like the genie that comes out when you rub a vape pen. That good? Okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry, again, the cadence with these I'm not used to, because the last time I wrote roast jokes was for the Comedy Central roast years ago. So I haven't been doing these. But I did notice when I saw Joe on the flyer, I was like, this guy seems familiar, but he has this extra last name, and I've only heard of you as Joe Carl for years, but it's tough for white guys to book things when they're mediocre, and so you have to add an extra ethnic name. And so again, props to you now because he's booking more. Yeah, it's great. It wasn't really like a barach at the end,
My career's doing bad, so I'm still good at this cadence. Joe's so dumb when the doctor told him to take a COVID strip test, he put on Kid Rock and took off his clothes. Yeah, come on, trying to give it back to the Southern boys.
Let's go with Joe. Do you got anything for either of these two? While Lisa looks up the jokes.
I will say full disclosure before he says anything. He did say outside that this is the only thing he has going on right now. So just just a little backstory.
I didn't say it. It was just fucking clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe said it. Listen, I fucking wish I could cook, okay? Please. This is true. I have ordered it. Yes.
John is a photographer. Shoots mainly half-dressed women in the back of the head, and then just
High school sweethearts.
Yeah, well, that's what I was about to say. Truly, John and his wife have been together for 20 years. Is that true?
Oh, wow.
That's incredible. It's truly an inspiration for human traffickers everywhere. John's Scandinavian look really explains the Stockholm syndrome. John actually looks less Viking and more Viking. It looks like he's gonna rape and pillage a Krispy Kreme.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, that's genuinely beautiful. That's fantastic. Oh man.
I still haven't figured it. This is like the 4th time doing the show. I still haven't figured out how to do this fucking thing. All right, everybody.
What a
Make some
round.
noise
What a round.
for our roasters. What a round indeed. That was very fun. I mean, God. So obviously the way this works, John and Lisa currently ahead of Joe, but Joe really coming out swinging there. So I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up to the audience. I'm gonna leave it. I feel like I'm curious about what you think, Miss, because you didn't know anything about Joe's sheep fucking at all. But what did you think of his roast jokes? Do you think they were better than any of the other two, John Michael or Lisa's? The slightly better than John. Whoa! Wow, that would be quite a fall to go from first to worst in one round. He did say he needs
need
this
it.
backstage. Wait a minute. All
Jay,
right.
Joe looks so happy right now. I haven't seen Joe so happy at a roast performance than when he was looking at the crash footage of U.S. Flight 93.
We got
He's a
there.
terrorist.
Also, do they have footage of Flight 93 crash? Well, Joe has the footage of Flight 93 crash.
It's right next to the stepdad porn.
Nobody
you gotta look
else
for it
does.
deep.
All right, you know what? Let's take it. I appreciate your one-person sentiment, but let's go ahead. Let's see who's going to make it to the final round. If you think Joe should go into the final round, make some noise. Make some noise if you think Joe should go into the final round. If you think Lisa should go into the final round, Lisa, make some noise for Lisa. Someone's groaning softly. If you think John Michael should go into the final round, make some noise for John Michael. I honestly can't tell. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to point to everybody again, and I want all of you only get one vote, and I want you to boo the person who you think is in third place. All right. Joe, you're going. Sorry, dude. You tried, but damn, dude, you just got booed. I think this is. It's okay. Don't worry, because we still love Joe, and Joe still comes home with a prize. Tyler, tell him what he's won.
Joe, congratulations. You won a Slam Fest DVD, the short film finalist from 2005. It's still wrapped. It's never been opened. In fact, I won it at a different comedy show myself, and now it's yours. The cycle is complete.
A horrible DVD with animals for Joe to fantasize about fucking on. All right. Let's move on to our final round, the Palate Cleanser round. You know, we've heard a lot of really dark, cruel, mean things said on the stage tonight about everybody. And now let's lighten things up a little bit, huh? We're going soft. We're going spa lighting, I think. Very soothing. Yeah. We're in a sensory deprivation tank now. We're going to have our comedians tell their cleanest, most wholesome joke. And Joe, I know you come all this way, so I'm still going to let you do it, even though you're still a fucking loser who gets a DVD. Joe Abousakher, everybody. Make some noise for Joe.
All right, fuck you guys. All right. We live out here in Los Angeles, surrounded by beautiful people like yourselves. I just want to. That's all I care. I just want to get looking good. I want to be ripped, shredded, cut, lacerated. I want lacerations all over my body. Is what I'm saying. Here's the thing, though. You know what? It's just hard, right? They make it hard to figure out how to eat healthy. Like why is it that food that's supposedly made in an old way is supposed to be healthy, right? Steel cut oats, stone ground wheat, use plastic, right? Maybe if you didn't use the slow power of the sun to dry your tomatoes, they wouldn't cost $97 a jar, right? Has anyone ever paid full price for sun-dried tomatoes? No, you buy them in the bedding aisle of Marshall's like a sensible adult. Next to the Himalayan salt and the pepper jelly, all right? All right, that's it. Thank you very
Joe
much.
Carl Abousakher, third place. Live, laugh, love. All right, we're going to go ahead. Currently, our second place competitor, Lisa Curry. Give us your palate cleanser.
Do I have like 60 seconds? Guys, I adopted a dog during quarantine, which I love adopted as the word because it's like, no, what I actually did was I paid somebody too much money for something they found on the street. That's the whole deal with street shit is it's supposed to be free. You don't run up to somebody's house like, how much for the rescue dresser in your yard? I'm trying to figure out how much of this chunk goes to a minute. My mom has given up on me having kids, and I know that because she started sending my dog personalized gifts. Like sometimes I get a sweater in the mail that just says "Happy Birthday, Luna" on it, and then she'll call afterwards, and she's like, "How's my granddaughter doing?" And I'm like, "Ew, just because I breastfed her, that's it."
Lisa Curry, everybody.
Lisa Curry.
And finally, currently in first place, let's see if he stays there, John Michael Bond. Hit us with your palate cleanser.
Hey, everybody. I know that I seem real dark, but I wanted you to know that, I have a good relationship with my family. My dad's my best friend. He's a Baptist minister. And, we love each other, even though he tried to get me to become a Christian in a real awkward way. I was, 6 years old. It was my 6th birthday. And he was like, son, before your party, it's time you sit down, you learn how you get into heaven. I was like, I love heaven. Let's hear about it. He's like, cool. So when you die, if you accept Jesus Christ as your... And I was like, I'm going to die? And he's like, of course you're going to die. Why are you crying? He was like, if you die, you go to heaven, you accept Jesus in your heart, you go to heaven, you get to see all your family again. Isn't that wonderful? And I was like, I honestly just like you guys. I don't care about my cousins. You're going to have to do better. And he was like, well, how about this? You accept Jesus in your heart. You die. You go to heaven. You get to see all of your pets again. Can we agree that's a little fucked up? like holding my dog's soul hostage to make me a Christian, And also, it's dumb. It's bad theology. Your dog doesn't become a Christian because you become a Christian, okay? Your dog becomes a Christian by accepting Jesus Christ as its Lord and Savior. And that's hard for a dog because they put everything Jesus said in the Bible in red. If you don't like that joke, you're dumb about science or going to hell. Either way, I win. Thanks.
John Michael Bond,
John
everybody.
Michael Bond.
Oh, my God. I can't decide. I loved all those. Let's go ahead. Let's see. If you think Lisa Curry is our winner, make some noise for Lisa. Very tepid indeed, Lisa. And for John Michael Bond. That's definitive, but it's okay. We got two people. We got our second place winner, Lisa Curry. We got our grand prize winner, John Michael Bond. Tyler, tell each of these two fine folks what they won.
For second place, Lisa, you're going home with Sunny Australia. That's right. It's a book from the 1960s by Leland Kilroy Harris. Enjoy black and white photos about the world's largest fence and the original Aboriginal invention of the boomerang. Yeah. Who needs CRT when you can learn about imperialism from a book I found on the streets of West Hollywood? And your grand prize winner, yes, here it is, Peruvian Dream Dolls, everybody. Peruvian Dream Dolls. Yes, put these dolls under your pillow to fight demons, or at least that's what my ex-girlfriend said. She was a professional astrologer. Jay Light, back to you.
Tyler Mesderich, everybody. How about one more time for your competitors? Lisa Curry, Joe Carl Abousakher, John Michael Bond. I've been Jay Light. This has been wrong. Thank you so much for coming. Please exit through the back doors. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.